There's not that many people that can relate to everything that she's been through. There's not that many folks that know what it's like to be in her shoes.
The world of sports has witnessed many breakout stars, but few have had the meteoric rise that Caitlin Clark has experienced over the past year. From being a college basketball sensation to becoming a cultural phenomenon, her journey has been a unique and remarkable one. This article takes a closer look at how Caitlin Clark's stardom has transformed the world of sports and how the weight of that fame has affected her teammates, and the landscape of women's basketball. It all began in October 2023 when Caitlin Clark was already on the radar as one of the brightest talents in college basketball. However, by March and April of 2023, she had become the biggest star in all of college sports. Her first major NCAA tournament run was nothing short of spectacular. Her dazzling performances earned her the title of the biggest name, not only in women's basketball, but also among male counterparts in sports like football and men's basketball. Clark's rise to prominence was unique in several ways. No female athlete in American sports history had ever been tasked with carrying the level of responsibility, attention, and scrutiny that she has. By early 2024, she wasn't just the biggest name in college sports. She was arguably the biggest name in sports, period. Her journey from being a highly talented player to becoming a cultural icon in less than a year is truly unprecedented. As Caitlin Clark's star continued to rise, so did the challenges she faced. With success came a host of criticism, animosity, and comparisons, both from inside and outside the sports world. While many praised her talent and work ethic, others were quick to scrutinize every move she made. Fellow athletes, media pundits, and even legends of the game weighed in on Clark's journey, and not all the feedback was positive. One notable point of controversy was the ongoing rivalry and trolling from Angel Reese, another talented player in women's basketball. Meanwhile, the media often pitted her against other prominent players, such as Paige Buchers, with narratives that sometimes involve sensitive discussions of race and privilege. Paige was praised for her awareness of white privilege, while Caitlin Clark was criticized for allegedly not engaging with such issues. For Clark, the pressure wasn't just about basketball. She found herself entangled in larger societal conversations, from racial dynamics to political issues, that she never intended to engage in. Clark's approach remained steadfast. She just wanted to play basketball. However, in a sport and a league like the WNBA, which frequently engages with social issues and political movements, Clark's apolitical stance drew criticism. The WNBA, known for supporting causes like Black Lives Matter and encouraging political participation, created an environment where Clark's focus on just balling was seen by some as insufficient. One of the most intriguing aspects of Caitlin Clark's journey has been the media's role in shaping her image. While her performances on the court have been exceptional, the off-court narratives often overshadow her achievements. Whether it's debates over her role in the national discussion on social issues or how she's perceived by her peers, Clark has become a focal point for various cultural and political discussions. The media narrative intensified when Clark was snubbed for the Olympics, a decision that baffled many of her fans. Additionally, players from the WNBA, such as Cheryl Swoops, continued to weigh in on the matter, adding fuel to the already intense public discourse. Amidst all of this, Caitlin Clark was simply trying to maintain her focus on basketball while being pulled into conversations she wanted no part of. Further complicating things was Clark's relationship with Nike, a corporate giant in the world of sports. Despite her immense popularity, Nike reportedly delayed promoting her, opting instead to focus on another star player, Aya Wilson. This left Clark navigating not only her performance on the court, but also her position within the competitive and sometimes politically charged sports marketing landscape. The Caitlin Clark effect has not only impacted her, but also her teammates and the entire WNBA. Players who once competed in relative anonymity were now thrust into the spotlight due to Clark's overwhelming fame. The Indiana Fever, for instance, found themselves at the center of discussions and pressures they had never experienced before. The WNBA, a league often overlooked in mainstream sports, suddenly found itself in the national conversation, largely thanks to Clark's rise. The Fever's players like Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Erica Wheeler faced the same pressures as Caitlin Clark. However, their responses to the new reality of heightened expectations differed. While Boston has been a supportive figure, her personality remains more reserved compared to the fiercely competitive Wheeler, who emerged as a key ally to Clark. The non-stop media attention and fan interest created an exhausting atmosphere for the players, who had little time to rest due to the intense schedule and external pressures. After a year filled with discussions on race, politics, and fame, it was clear that both Clark and her teammates were worn out. As they neared the end of their season, the fatigue was evident. Their focus shifted to getting a much-needed break, with thoughts of relaxation in Cancun replacing the constant stress of being in the public eye. Despite the exhaustion, there is no denying that Caitlin Clark has left an indelible mark on sports. Her impact on women's basketball, the WNBA, and the larger cultural landscape cannot be understated. The Indiana Fever, under the leadership of Christy Sides, has managed to build a solid foundation for future success, thanks in part to Clark's influence. As we look ahead to the next season, it's clear that Caitlin Clark's journey is far from over. Her unique blend of talent, resilience, and focus, combined with the loyalty and support of her teammates, promises to take women's basketball to new heights. The spotlight may be exhausting, but Clark and her peers have shown that they can rise to the occasion. In conclusion, Caitlin Clark's experience has been one of the most unique in sports history. From her rise to stardom to the pressures of being a cultural icon, she has navigated a path that few athletes ever will. While the future remains uncertain, one thing is clear. Caitlin Clark is a force to be reckoned with, both on and off the court. What stands out in Caitlin Clark's story is not just her talent, but her ability to handle the pressure that accompanies being a cultural and sports icon. In a landscape where athletes are often expected to take stances on social issues, Clark has remained true to her focus on basketball. Her drive to simply play the game she loves is something that has resonated with many fans, both old and new. As her career continues, Caitlin Clark has the potential to redefine what it means to be a star athlete in women's sports. Her ability to rise above the noise, both on and off the court, is a testament to her resilience. Clark is not just another athlete. She is shaping a new era for women's basketball, one where talent, determination, and focus can lead to unparalleled success. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe buttons for more interesting detail on your favorite sports.